Double Joy is blessing. Oh, share HRETV. Kosuana she. Now be inshira. Unbreakable. Keep it locked.
Check the statistics. What from beaucoup d'État on my big six. We remove all the girls, logistics. You want here top speed, Olympics. Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Natalie, and I'm watching HRETV, man. Keep it locked. Badman operator.
Hello guys, it's your girl Pamela Odame Watara, and I just want to recommend HRE for you guys for all your latest interviews. Just stay tuned at HRE. I love you all guys. Mwah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching me live on HRE TV. HR, His Royal Majesty. Oh my goodness, I love the name of this TV. HRE TV. Oh my goodness. Just catch us live on YouTube. Just go there, HRE TV, and click subscribe, and then get updates on everything that they put there, and then watch them also live on Facebook. When you hear the name HRTV, you are talking about television that comes from the heart. Oh, HRTV. Oh, makuma tomi emwati. Me that one say. Good morning, children. A B C D E F G H R E H R E. HRE TV. Go and watch HRE TV. Bye bye. His
I was at one, your friend Carla Boss, the only boss with what is. Do you know about TapTapSend? TapTapSend is one of the easiest, convenient, reliable money transfer app you can get. You can download TapTapSend on Google Play Store or App Store. We download it and then you register. Register and you are good to go to send money across every place, many countries in the world. TapTapSend. I wouldn't like that.
Yankutunana sio nyamenono. Yanana siya wa maya tamfuate shoko. Hey, dia wae dia no. Wayama na yamengwangwa. Hey, wayama na timwae. Atamfuate shoko. Ghana for me the Unbreakable Joy is blessing. Oh, share HRETV. Kosuana she. Now be inshira. Unbreakable. Keep it locked.
Check the statistics. What from beaucoup d'État on my big six. We remove all the girls, logistics. You want here top speed, Olympics. Yo, what up, people? It's your boy Natalie, and I'm watching HRETV, man. Keep it locked. Badman operator.
Hello guys, it's your girl Pamela Odame Watara, and I just want to recommend HRE for you guys for all your latest interviews. Just stay tuned at HRE. I love you all guys. Mwah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching me live on HRE TV. HR, His Royal Majesty. Oh my goodness, I love the name of this TV. HRE TV. Oh my goodness. Just catch us live on YouTube. Just go there, HRE TV, and click subscribe, and then get updates on everything that they put there, and then watch them also live on Facebook. When you hear the name HRTV, you are talking about television that comes from the heart. Oh, HRTV. Oh, makuma tomi emwati. Me that one say. Good morning, children. A B C D E F G H R E HRE TV. Go and watch HRE TV. Bye bye. His
Abusia for your mama nyina akwaba kese eba HITV. So dwumedi a memenda nwuma bia Jordan nwuma bia ye de bramo no sia pepepe ekopem no so and the fa aye to the din say time will touch up say ye ba ebe chenchen ye memu esa so je bia nkuba mo ama mo ncho say bia ekoso kama ewa bramo basically no any conversation that has to do with addition, say bia ya bo kaya wo bi ho and I say bia ya church when you maybe no that basically no to educate, inform and entertain no and no any the bramo ewa han say and then remember the producer director na near the jumede bramo so also the producers and editors at large a class and director Daniel so I will share my interest in the Kosokama. Obibia was here, I want to say on the aim of a show away. The hour or the honchia can see a pan, ye did mount, and I was said that year, and I will not that year won't rebel, and I didn't ever be teaching the Kalakama. And any in your Bema, James Wolf, any of the concerning your man you apply to, and how I ever fast was sending your resumes. I say be our ship of Casa de Man, the way I actually and I say, I want one more jobs, building strong resume and job application process. Since it's no any of my venture home common. Next week, that's the immigration updates in the field. You have a lawyer, whether Paul or Eddie about Africa. We are also come now, so the mission to be the Nassau, you better say, about 4 hours so yesterday. I'm a better than for the adult massacre. I'm also letting me advertise our business to come. Teach you the kind feel good services. Feel good services are done the digital KCA Abraham. So mental health speaker and as educated via feel good services at gmail.com. They did so your feel good hubs say open bia ubada mo asuma job December yi amafo konga na ekofi kwa make sure say bia o me abusian for e be chele aboma no me street e trust day dey was street this so so open bia beda ho beto and say pe bia betimi enya asase pato ensem bia e ma ho a and that's up some customized building kramawa. I'm looking no further about feel good homes. Number here 513-375-372-5758 and now say +233-208-149504 and also bet my also feel good services at gmail.com email no not just say BBR because of Oswald Wellness LLC registered in both Maryland and Ohio. So family nurse practitioner with my primary care. And I said they are open weight management can see power with me manage weight and also the episode lose weight na bibia koso kama open IV hydration for the same way I'm no NCPC can here on the crap here IV be a bit boost to energy also and I be comfortable amount of the for now from a number of 513-268-2740. You about Millicent or who's to say or what number fighting financial ignorance in America. In paper, you know, a yard you need in your bit me up wine, I will your bravo. In kind, your Mac College Fund, and then how to even plan towards it. And I won't betting the never somebody yes, you say good family, yes, say, if you cramp on the check, Ahunya and Assessica, I'm not a chilaba crapper, not a what you did, and wanted to about the sort of so it's me up wow, waiting a church and millionaire, Nabia Ayakama. Friend of our number is 937-321-2270, and I said 937-270-9882. Moka catch us speaking as well, and after the Joe discount, Nabia Uncle's come on, beautiful plan. I bet me I'm now. I'm going to do for the peppy for life insurance. The who answer not to be benefited. Life insurance rate, what's your secret to be benefited or life insurance? So let's take advantage of it. Covered Bethel African Caribbean markets and say Brandon Medibia, Brandon no money some swana Bibia Uncle Kama. Edwa di ɔmo di no ɔmo deɛ ɔmo de akɔ different level. Sɛ wopɛ sɛ wodi dwa na sɛ obi a ɔnni even within the Fairfield and also Cincinnati metropolitan area no crap na the purchase the greater Cincinnati area no crap ɔbɛtumi ayɛ biribiara online. Na afei deɛ wɔahyepe de abrɛ kamakama. Na sɛ if you're within 5 miles ɛwɔ ɔmo address na kyerɛ sɛ address de 5582 Eureka Drive, Hamilton, Ohio 45011. If you're within 5 miles of that vicinity now, or me a dropping off amount, not to say Bibia Ayakama. Until for Cabo, or 513-578-3802, and answer 571-282-5365. On my website, www.cabodafricanmarket.com. Honor with me, I call online. Online vending the couple, we need to hold class in Biara. Of course, also I'm going to get your discount. Tap set, Papa no. It was your 4 name, before the Gusso, Eki Mesia, send you bet me in your tap set, as I saw with Jan and Asubium, send that down. And no be from our some property to the PK. Tap set in Maya, the means in this game, be more because on our rates the soon. Also, not be the sick at Tususa, may feel very safe and secured. I'm very reliable, but Bank of Ghana. Insensitivity to know. A man you may be actually drink a crack. I said somebody will want to build and then some action channel. And to know that option, dear, on coil, WTV, I have ever enough to be Pia, come. And don't you download the app at all. Who also did that, so that was someone would be allowed to download the app. So, Google Play Store, or Google Play Store, download the Android phone. iPhone phone is also App Store, download. We have for promo code PK, they say P-KAY. We'll be $15. Now see, if you to by December 8th, the first transaction, pa, now let's say $50. I'm a car or Osika, one of the Akoso, Kaba. If we also saw, December, baby, say, opportunities, baby, am I yet me, and the Yamasha, so Kaba, it's no, Miss Ramo. That upset, I make up a model with yourself. That upset was a papa, no, and I was it. Yada above us here, you know, I feel the record never could updates from Director Honor, Tatas and catching up, they won't be also supporting. Am I? Director, Yamakaba about you day so. So, Director, they want my very fair A class, must if there's any update from Tatas and Akatia. A class of America.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes, sir. Ebusan for a moment, I'm about time of startup sent. I hope say Obia home a year. With a quick update from the camp of startup send. You bet me I catch you and say in Penfocus Sustelano any Bank of Ghana agents I was so. But I said they can earlier on no. Say Yami Aduna se Bibia Connery, it's a Bibia Sessa. Latest by the 8th of December no, will be live and solid. Into the best run say Yanko Swan Musu and train up Yakupon will remember at the team latest by the 8th of December. And also so that the promotions will be back. Into we'll plead with each and every one our workers to say just stay alert and just be ready for the promotions when they come through. No? And it will be starting right from the 8th to the end of the month. And we hope and believe each and every one will get something and to chop with Brinya. Recipients are more Ghana and also no, will be part of the promotion. And so likewise, so I want to wish everybody the best and let's continue to spread the good news of TATAPSEN to our loved ones as well. And TPK, kakra me I can't offer with the updates at the moment.
Okay, into the still on the 8th now.
Me pacho and by random look at Director Malto Aqua Ghana on where crunch meetings was into say Yami Aduna say Bibia talk ni more will come earlier than that. But say if and it will still be on the 8th that will be coming live.
Okay. All right.
All right. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Sabre, obi wɔ questions ma tap says so my ho. Yeah, train Emma Yenya Bema James. I join it. Yes, one for those who are done in why busy meeting for so I could chin over baby for. So he's wrapping up and coming on here to be with us. Or Ghana into no. Um, ama nneɛma ayɛ yi kakra but ɔbɛjoin yɛ sisi a nkyɛ bi a ɔbɛjoin yɛ wɔma yɛ notification sɛ ɔfi meeting bi so aba ha sisi a so obi wɔ question bi ma tap sɛ for Mr. ɔma yɛ ho a we will just take it from there na afei deɛ yɛde ato so and that program the best strictly English because yɛnwa bɛma no English you know and all you're very comfortable with na afei deɛ we'll do the Q&A session with Tatapsen. I want us to take this opportunity to please invite our friends and loved ones to actually join the show because so we juma da in penjifo nam do don say kwai unye bi kan ho so and say hwe and I wouldn't be so this is the opportunity for you to actually know why nti a wo pay juma wo nya no especially more and more pay work life balance no excuse me more and more pay work life balance na unya remote jobs so we need beje one no J&J Services offers nothing but the best to help us to bridge the gap between the job force and another workforce no into the Misramo. Yeah, share link no, whether be in the Zoom, another Facebook or the YouTube link no, to others so that they can also join and listen. I always believe in first-hand information than say obeti akoka because ebi akoka no one can yem. Tekoka sa adama ye kasa bebre asisa no word be crampa and ye can say na akoda ne say because no tie no one thing ye akoka no so one can yem and you know fra unya na unya so enjoy ne misramo nipa 18 na mo zoom in so ko bia pia so ba ko ma ni nua ka ba na ya double numbers no na information let me reach out wide Tatapsen is spending enough to make sure say this education cut across the entire US and Canada and even beyond because we have people that also watch us from Africa as well and other parts to please let's make sure say yeah maximize the impact of what Tatapsen is doing into no yeah trying James about so sisi now joining and what to say make sa say bia me pekasa na se bekasa na me there but yeah try James about actually me who say we joining into no yeah be movie to the conversation James is also camera no now you ready am ye ho na fe there mute ho there you go James me baby Hannah James ya wa kwa ba be the train the one is about so be ko nechi kakra James what me kaya ma kwa baba jubede so James producer Mr. Onshama because I think so we're joining and I'm muting the home but been tell the casa James can you hear me
Evening.
oh
Wherever
evening,
How are you doing?
good do you mind if you turn your camera on for us please so that for production purposes
For production purposes, absolutely, absolutely. It's been
yes
a long day.
I understand all right so we have people watching you and listening to you on Facebook, HRTV, Facebook, Tatapsen Ghana, and also right here on Zoom with all these great, awesome, and supportive viewers and followers listening and watching you. Some are requesting for us to do in tree. What do you think about that?
I will have to respectfully decline. My tree is not the best.
Okay, what about God? Okay.
I can get by with that one.
Okay, well, so guy is okay for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, James. Well, let's keep it English then. For the purpose of the majority. Wow, welcome to the show for the first time. Can you please tell us a little bit about yourself? Then after that, we're gonna go right into the topic. And thank you very much because I know it's about 11 p.m. in Ghana right now, and you're a very busy person trying to make sure that Ghana is reformed in terms of HR, logistics, and all that great stuff. So and also IT. So thanks for giving us some time for us to talk. Tell us a little bit about yourself before we roll into the topic. Who is James Wolf?
Absolutely. And thanks for your patience. Meeting ran a little bit over. So a little bit about myself. My name is James Wolf. I'm currently in Ghana. I travel back and forth. I actually be in the States on Wednesday, so I'll see you soon, Paul. What I do, I work remotely. I work with a lot of different companies remotely, and I try to outsource by getting executive assistants to help me with a lot of getting the jobs and applying and also maintaining. So that's a lot of what I basically do.
All right. So, James, for today's topic, let's really delve deeper into today's topic, which is the main reason why we're here today. There was a conversation that you had with me, which I feel like most people will be excited to know more about it, because this is something that a lot of people have been talking to me about. And once we had a conversation and I kind of consulted my production, it was like, okay, production team, they were like, this is a beautiful topic for us to talk about. Remote jobs. A lot of people hear remote jobs and they think it's just that easy. Throw your resume out there, Indeed, wherever you can think of, and the next thing you're going to get a call and have some interviews run through. Now, how do one get a remote job? And also, how can one build a strong resume and apply for jobs? Is it that easy as it sounds? Is it that easy as it looks? Or they're a trick to the game? There are also, some skill that comes with it, because it's not that easy. Because if it was, a lot of people would have got it. Can you please tell us about why one needs a remote job, and also how one can make millions or be a millionaire out of that easily?
Absolutely. I think that remote jobs has been a huge opportunity, especially ever since COVID. I think that the world pushed us towards that direction. And there are a lot of remote jobs. I think that especially if you're living in America or just the Western world, you'll be surprised how many remote jobs there is out there. And I think that a lot of the time people don't really know how to apply. People apply one or two jobs and they just cross their fingers like, oh, they're hoping for this interview. And realistically, it really just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way because there are hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, applying to these one jobs. So getting a job is not easy. It is work, especially in the beginning. But once you acquire a job, you'll understand why it's worth it. So instead of applying for one job, what my company does and what I've learned to do is apply to hundreds of jobs in a day, and in a month, at least 3,000 jobs. So just imagine applying to 3,000 jobs and having all of these interviews. The probability goes higher of you securing a position. That's really what it is a numbers game. And you need to look at yourself as a business, right? Look at yourself as a business because you went to school, you have the credentials, if you have that, and the experience. You need to look at yourself as a business and your education as an asset instead of a liability. I think that a lot of people think that they have all these student loans and in reality they do, but if you have a degree, especially in the Western world, a bachelor's degree is right now the bare minimum. If you have a bachelor's degree, great. If you have a master's degree, awesome. Higher than that, like, you can market yourself very, very, very well. A lot of people downplay themselves and not apply themselves to really, really go for it. And how you can make a lot of money from it, again, is by applying yourself and not just looking at yourself as an employee. You need to look at yourself really as a business. As a business. Me, James Wolf, the business, went and got a bachelor's degree, master's degree, so on and so forth. And I'm not just going to work for one job, because the reality of it, these jobs really don't care about you, man. don't care about you. The minute something happens to you, then you're gone. I think that is the huge difference between working in Ghana and working in United States. Ghana, they'll have like 5 people doing one thing, like a cashier, because they don't trust anybody.
Right.
And the competence is pretty low. But in the United States, they have one person. If you screw up, they're going to find somebody else very quickly. And people need to understand that. But ultimately, having multiple jobs is really finding your security and also growing your wealth. And to answer the last part of your questions about your resume, it's just about exploiting your strengths, right? If you have a lot of experience when it comes to project management, using keywords, AI is huge now. I don't do anything without using AI. And the sooner you catch on to AI and its benefits, the better, because that's really where the world's going. And it takes that creative stress away from you. So that's what my take is on remote jobs, how you can acquire a lot of wealth, and how you can customize your resume in order to get positions.
Wow. So based on what you just said, it means if one is trying to get a job, in order for them to get a job, that is if they try to do all this on their own, they need to dedicate some time to apply to a lot of jobs within a month and try to manage those applications. Because once you apply, you have to follow up with the emails. If there's an assessment, you have to make sure you get those assessments taken. And that is a whole job on its own, try to do it. Is that why J&J Services have kind of dedicated themselves to make sure they do or take care of that part for others, whilst you just be there and the job application is done on your behalf?
Absolutely. People don't understand how it really is a job to stay on top of these applications, stay on top of your emails, because there's a lot of companies are going to be coming at you, and a lot of people don't really have the time or the energy or they just want a job, right? They don't have the patience of applying to these thousands of jobs. So that's where J&J Support Services comes in and it does these applications for you. And it really is a job. Like, when you're trying to acquire these jobs, it's important to set yourself up for success by making sure that your calendar is clean, making sure you're not double booking interviews, because that can happen, recording your interview so you can learn from some of the key questions that they continuously ask, and also to reference some of the interviews when you go to second, third level interviews, and they literally tell you what they want to hear. You just got to repeat it, and they just got to like you. So that's basically the gist.
Okay, before we kind of go to the next step, I want to know and understand, is this remote jobs only tailored to people in the States, or if one is located in Ghana, they can get a remote job in the US? Is it possible?
Absolutely. They 100% can, especially with different websites that are outsourcing, like Upwork. That's a big one. And other contract companies. It's just about it's really just about seeking all the opportunities out there, not just depending on one. Like, you can't depend on one if you really, 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 really want a remote job. Like, it's not going to be easy. I've seen people that have gotten remote jobs in as quick as 1 month because they're really good at interviewing, and I've seen it take as long as 7 months because it took them a little bit of time, to really get a hang of interviewing and such. But ultimately, you could get it around the world. Like, the opportunity, I don't think people realize the world we live in and how much opportunity there is right now for us compared to 20 years ago. Like, we are living in a transformative world right now, where a digital world, where there's a abundance of opportunity, and we just need to take advantage of it.
Wow. So based on what you're saying, you can have somebody live in Ghana and land a job making about 80 to 120,000 a year and living in Ghana, getting this contract done within a year, and land another one maybe right after that because the company kind of likes him so much or her so much to the extent that they can extend it or kind of FTE the person, which is like full-time employee, the person, so that person can work for them. And you just living in Ghana and just having all this life. I'm not even talking about somebody who lives in the States who are relocated to Ghana. I'm talking about somebody who lives in Ghana and probably never even been to the States and has a job, making over 100 to 120,000 a year. That is crazy.
Absolutely.
And this is something that people that actually kind of have jobs like that, or kind of you guys have helped people that kind of have jobs like that lives in Ghana.
So my brother-in-law, I helped him get started in the whole remote work, and he has jobs in the US right now. So it is definitely something that is possible.
Wow. That's and your brother-in-law lives in Ghana.
He lives in Ghana. He has never stepped foot in the United States of America. He wishes we one day, right? You know, in due time.
Wow. Well, I know there are people from Ghana listening and watching right now, and they will take clues from that. So now, man, I'm gonna open up for people because I know I gave you after 7 o'clock like an hour talk, but then I'm gonna open very shortly, like in 5 minutes. I'm gonna open for people to ask the questions. So please, if you have your questions, get them ready. He has an early morning meeting tomorrow, and he has to probably go to bed and wake up early for that. But if you have your questions, please get your questions ready. Put your emojis up so that I can call you for you to ask your questions. I already see messages coming through, and I'm gonna ask all those questions and stuff. Oba, I see your hand. I'll call you shortly for you to ask your question. So Oba will be the first person to be called to talk on Zoom. Bazo, I see your message. I'll ask your message, and we're gonna go to Facebook and the rest to make sure that we ask all those questions and stuff. So please, let us understand this process. What is the role of J&J? Can you walk us through the process and how much it costs for one to sign up? And for the purpose of our viewers, what we do is when we bring resource personals on our show, we ask for discount for people that were on the show, not people that come back later and be like, hey, I watched the show 6 hours later, 6 days later. Can I get a discount? Just, a discount for those who are interested and want to be a part of it. Maybe let's say if the fee is, I'm just throwing some numbers out there. Let's say if the fee is $5 or $500, right? To do whatever. Maybe, being on the show, you get 10% discount or 5% discount, or you get $10 off, or maybe $5 off. If it's $5, maybe you get 50 cents off just for this one time. And after that, anybody else that comes, maybe if there's a snowball effect, you bring somebody else. Happens. Can you walk us through the process and how much it takes? Then after that, we'll let people questions go through. So what is the role of J&J to help people, one, apply for jobs, help them through interviews, get jobs, and also, basically, you guys help build resumes, right? Like, refine the resume, because, not a lot of people know how to fill out resumes. And one thing you told me that you forgot to even bring up that I want to, let everybody know, so that, hey, you can have one of the beautiful resume in your mind. You think this is one of the best resumes, but it's not formatted right. And once you put them on those job boards, it takes some of your skills out, and recruiters don't even look at you. But you have all the skill to get the job done. But because of the way it's now formatted, once it gets on those job boards, those skills are not shown. And usually AI is the one picking the resumes. So if you don't have the keywords in their resumes that define the skill, you just be like, oh my God, I keep applying for jobs. I'm not getting anybody just even give me an opportunity to step foot. Also, the interview process. You did also mention about something about it's always good to record yourself when you do these interviews. Come back and listen to yourself. Hey, what did I say wrong? How do I think I did well in the interview? Get better with it. Look, try to think about those questions. Can you walk us through the process? Then after that, we're going to call upon Oba to ask a question.
Absolutely. So we basically apply for you. Top tier is applying 3,000 applications in a month. And we go to different job boards, whether it's Indeed, Career Builder, and we actually apply to specific companies as well. And we utilize Flex Jobs and so on and so forth. And the process is we create specific emails for you, and we'll give you the email, username and password, all that good stuff. Because trust me, you're going to need a dedicated email for this. If you're serious about it, it's going to take a little bit of work in the front end. So we'll create all that for you. We'll update the resume for you. And really, the good thing about the resumes, again, is really not that hard. But like you said, a lot of it, people don't know how to format it or use some keywords. And some keywords are what they put on the job post. They literally tell you what they want. You just need to be able to put that on your resume. And AI helps with that when you use the correct prompts, such as, for examples purposes, you prompt AI, ChatGPT, you tell it, give me good key points for a resume that is for this company. You copy it from the company website. For this position, you copy all of their responsibilities, roles, culture, and all that stuff, and it will curate something for you. And then you put that on your resume, and that personalizes it. That makes them think, wow, this person is perfect for the job. You're telling them exactly what they want to hear. So that's what we basically do to increase the chances of you having that interview. And when it comes to that interview stage, we take it a step further where we would go ahead and record your interviews not only for the purpose of you reviewing the interviews, and when you have a second interview and they're telling you that they really want a person who can lead a team and manage projects, you make sure that you continuously say that on the second interview that, hey, you are good at leading teams and managing successful projects. That is one part of it. And the other part is coaching through those interviews. And we can also I have been starting to utilize AI during interviews. You can utilize AI during interviews. So when they're having the interview with you, right, instead of you trying to think of things on the top of your head, my staff are in the background and they are basically putting these questions.
We'll probably not even give all the details to people sign up, and they will come, and maybe you guys can give them all the details with it for the purpose of being out there. So I think that would be the juicy part of people when they sign up for it, because that would be more like an NDA with J&J and whoever signed up with you guys. So yeah, I would probably go around that part of it. Yeah, because not too many people know that. Not too many people know that trick. It might be your recipe that makes J&J stand out. So I don't want to throw it out there and people will steal those ideas. You know what I'm saying? So whoever signed up for the process gets the advantage of it.
Absolutely. And I'm a pretty open person. I think that really what it's about is about execution. You can tell somebody everything, and they're not going to be able to do it, or they're just going to sit down and think about it. Oh, one day they're going to do it. But what J&J are going to do and are confident of doing, have proven to do, is execution.
Exactly. So, there you go. I like that. That is put it in a nutshell. Well, let's go ahead and get some questions through so that we can stay within time. So Basil says, can we have the details of J&J support services? So can you give us the numbers, email address that people can actually, basically kind of contact you guys for? So if you don't mind, type that in the chat, and also I'll go ahead and read it out for those on Facebook and YouTube so that they can have that. Oba, please unmute yourself and ask your question, Oba. Oba, thanks for coming, because I feel we miss you.
much, PK. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Oh my goodness, how much I'm loving this topic right now. But my question is, are you curating the application to fit any kind of job out there? I know you said that you use AI to kind of, get I guess the resume going. But is this for any type of job that anyone is looking for? One. Secondly, um, do you do anything with the interviewing process? Because if you do my resume for me, I have to know what I'm talking about based on the resume. So when you're done with my resume, am I just stuck? Are you just throwing me out there and saying, hey, go learn about the resume and then the rest is on you? So just kind of clarify that for me, please.
Absolutely, absolutely. So as far as the first part, we are going to help you when it comes to the whole interviewing process. And we're not going to make up things that you just didn't do and you can't confidently speak about. A lot of the times, you've done the stuff, but they want it to be heard in a specific way. And we will help you put it in that specific way. And when it comes to the updating the resume, it's not just for any job, right? You're going to have to give us that direction. Like, okay, what do you want to apply for? Are you looking to go into IT? You want to be a project manager or a software engineer? And we will apply to jobs that are, similar to that. A lot of times, sometimes they have jobs like project managers. Some other companies will call it project coordinator, but they're doing the same thing, or program manager. So you tell us which route you want to go, and then we will apply for you and help you through that interview process so that, you secure the position. That's the ultimate goal.
All right. Oba, do you have a follow-up or you good? I guess Oba is good. So I see that you put in info at jnjsupportservices.com and jnjsupportservices.com. So the info at is the email address, right?
Yep.
And the jnjsupportservices.com is the website, I believe.
That is, but I forgot the D in there. But let me go ahead and put that back in there.
Okay.
But that is a website, yes.
And is there a number people can WhatsApp or call?
Yep, I'll go ahead and put that on there too.
All right. So I'm pretty sure Oba is done. And do they have a follow-up? Oba, if you can hear me, do you have a follow-up? I don't know if we have to let her on back again. Okay. Well, since we're waiting, Bazo, please tell us where you're calling from and your question.
Oh, sorry, PK. I wasn't able to unmute myself, so I'll wait till the next
So
person speaks.
yeah, so about this is to Oba and everyone who is watching. About a couple weeks ago, we got some hackers come through our Zoom. So we have made our Zoom link so strict to the extent that if it is the first time you're joining, you have to put in the passcode. After that, there's the same link. You'll be fine. And also, everyone is muted until we unmute you to speak. Because what happens when they came, they just unmuted themselves and try to take over the show. So we try to, your safety is important and paramount to us. So we try to make sure that everyone is good right here. Bazo.
PK, I have a follow-up if Bazo is not talking yet.
Go ahead. Oh, I think Bazo is ready now. Bazo is ready now.
Okay, go ahead. Mhm.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah, the unmuting was a little bit late, slow, but it's all good. Yes, sir.
Where are you calling from, Bazo?
Yeah, Maryland.
Maryland. All right, proceed.
Yeah. J&J, you still haven't put in the telephone number, but I know.
Yeah,
right,
he's
my
gonna put his
question
number
is-
in there.
Yeah, my question is, I have resumes on other job sites, right?
Mhm.
So is it advisable to take them all down before I contact you, or you want to, leave it up there and still change some stuff on the resume?
I think that if you get in contact with me, I did go ahead and put my phone number on there. That's the
Okay.
business line. That is my personal right there. We would definitely have to update all that. You know, you don't have to do it immediately, but after we talk and we know the direction forward, we would definitely need to update it across the board, and it would need to be the exact same so it's consistent.
Sure. Okay. So I'll wait for your number then. Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right, James. If you mind, what was the thing that you said you have to add to the website? Or you said jnjsupportservices.com, and what you said you had to add something.
Yeah, if you look at the first URL, I forgot the D in and.
Oh, it is corrected, right? Info
update.
at J and J. Info at jnjsupportservices.com, right?
Yeah, that email looks correct, but the website, that looks like I forgot the D, but I did update that.
Oh, okay. I don't see that on my side.
Oh, gotcha.
And also put in the number so that people can, because you know people are comfortable doing the testing and the calls rather than emails. So, OT says interesting discussion so far. Where does their job of assistance end? Is it at the interview stage or getting the job itself? Good evening. This is from OT.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question, please?
So he said, where does your job assistance end? Is it at the interview stage or getting the job itself? So J&J Services, where do your services end? When people sign up with you guys, do you guys stick with them all the way through to get a job? Or once they get to interview, you guys, your job is done, then they're on their own?
No. You're going to do a lot of interviews. If you're really, really serious, you're going to do a lot of interviews. And we're not just going to do one interview with you. We're going to help you through the whole thing, you know, because like our growth has really been based off of referrals. And referrals, people are going to refer you once they get a job. Like, oh shit, this actually works, you know. Then they tell their friends, and then they sign up. So yeah, we're gonna make sure you get that job.
Okay. All right. Next question. If not, Oba, you can go ahead and unmute yourself for the follow-up. And now I'm going to go check on Facebook and YouTube to capture any questions that anyone has.
Okay, I'm a bit confused and need a little clarification because let's say there's someone who isn't really sure where they fall as far as career goes. Like they don't know. Do you play a role in helping them to find where, like, a kind of job that may work for them? Let's say you said you found your brother-in-law a job in Ghana. Let's say someone just came from Ghana, maybe a high school diploma, or maybe they do have, you know, Ghana secondary school education is equivalent to like maybe college, I'm sure, community college here. So they don't really have any degree, and having worked in the system or even even being in the States, you're not really sure what you want to do. Do you help individuals to find careers or job placements based on, you know, what you guys do?
Absolutely. There have been some people like him not knowing exactly what he wants to do, and just having a high school degree or a high school diploma. And when you have just that, a lot of the jobs you could do is like customer service, data entry is part of what he does, surveying. Like there are a lot of opportunities out there, and it's just about what can you do, you know, and understand that it is going to be a job, you know, like a real job. I'm not saying Ghana they don't have real jobs, but I'm just saying that, you know, you got to be held accountable, you know. So yeah, I'll leave it at that.
Okay. So so with people with things like this, so you're basically like not employment agency, but like you place people with jobs, right? Sort of, kind of.
We we don't really place you. I think that we play a more of a consultancy type of role to help guide you with, okay, this is what I'm good at. I'll give you a list of these are the different types of jobs that you are qualified for, and based off of your experience, where I think that we can get highly likely get a position. And then, you give your feedback like, yeah, actually, I think I like this one and this one. All right, then we'll start applying for this one and, go that direction. So we help you through that process if you're not sure which way to go.
Very nice. I know you don't want to talk about price right now on air, but maybe unless you're okay with discussing like payment wise, like, do you get paid once I find a job, or is it like, you come, this is our fee, this is what we do to put the resume together, like, how is the payment set up?
So the payment is monthly. Paul will go ahead and communicate that. The payment is monthly. And again, I'm not able to do the applications because I have a couple of jobs I need to do, right? So that's one of the outsourcing stuff that I have done with people in Ghana, and paying them good money to do like a bunch of applications and organizing emails and things of that sort. So it is a monthly fee that is basically a package.
Monthly fee for when? Like monthly fee from the beginning I meet you and we sit and I say, yes, can you help me until I get a job, or it's continuous? When does it end?
It ends when you want it to end, because if you're looking to get three jobs, 3-4 jobs for you to be, very comfortable, then, you'll do it until you get that 3 or 4 jobs.
Okay. Wow. I guess I'll be reaching out.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Oba. Not a problem at all. So the breakdown that James gave me, I'm going to go ahead and read that one out. So basically, it's so this is how it works. It's basically let me go to the 3K one. The 3K. James, we have too many messages, so now I have to scroll. All right, guys, give me just a second. So they'll do 3,000 applications per month. 3,000 applications per month, and with a fee of $250 a month. And they can also help you with the interview prep, which comes with that fee. And also generates 2 to 3 months. It generally takes 2 to 3 months to get a remote job, if you interview good. If you don't, the interview the process kind of takes longer. So basically, you can probably just do 1 month and you will land 1-2 jobs, and based on that, you don't have to proceed anymore because you already got what you look. Like you said, you do it till you get what you think you're comfortable with. That makes you comfortable, then you're done. And also, once you land a job, they don't make anything off you, or they don't charge you because you landed the job. Everything is just part of the application process and everything. But one thing I must say is like investing in what you do, right? The reason why I'm saying that is I know somebody who went through them and also landed a very good job, or is still with the process. And this is how I look at it as applying for one job on a website probably will take you not less than 15 minutes, especially if you don't have those easy ones that's easy to apply. Easy to apply is 5 seconds, you're done. But if you have to go to the company website, do the parse, and once you parse your resume, you have to go back and make sure everything just fit right. You're probably going to be looking at least 15. And do you have all the time in the world? If you are that busy like me, you're not going to have the time to even apply for even 10 to 15 jobs a day. And maybe you're not even applying right, because now what I'm saying is the 15 minutes is just you applying to a job and applying. But then if you have to tailor the job description to your resume per each application, you are looking over 25 minutes just to do that on one job. So these guys are running about 3,000 for you. On top of that, you get to see those in the emails, because you will see all those emails that are coming with the job application. Hey, so it's gonna come like with your name. Hey, Oba, you apply to this job. Hey, Oba, you apply to this job. Once we get a chance to review your resume and you are the right fit, we will let you know if you want to proceed with you. You will get to see all those emails, and you have to stick on top of it. Sometimes the emails will kick back. You have to go complete the EOO or the EEO. The equal opportunity forms. Sometimes it will kick back. You have to complete an assessment. So that's where he was going on with the fact that you have to keep up with those emails too, because there are some of you have to do those assessments in order to proceed. So they share the information with you, and those emails usually have your names in there. So it's like basically you just having a second email, which is not used. The job board are not used to that email. So let's say, for instance, my first email that I have, my my main email that everybody knows is flexp2002@yahoo.com, right? I did this when I was in high school, about to graduate. So I created something, flexp2002@yahoo.com. So that's my email. Now I have another email as pauloforiasenso@gmail.com. That is my official email. I have another email, asensopaulofori@gmail.com. So whenever I'm applying for jobs, I feel like the FlexP 2002 is not professional enough. So I wasn't getting a lot of calls. Those days when I was applying for jobs, I wasn't getting a lot of calls because the email didn't kind of represent who I was. But the moment I started putting the pauloforiasenso@gmail.com, I was getting a lot of calls because now it's like, this is your name on the resume, and it kind of makes sense with your email as well. So it's not like a ghost person trying to get a job or whatever the situation is. So that is where it goes with the job application process with them. Again, James, were you able to put the number in there?
I did put the number in there. I think it might have been a direct message actually to HRETV, the host.
Oh,
actually.
the host. So they went to the producer, right? Okay, the producer is gonna put it in there. All right. So Judy Selassie Kobodochi, Kobodochi, Judy Selassie Kobodochi asked the question: are you guys like headhunters? I don't know what a headhunter is.
No, I wouldn't say we're headhunters.
What is a headhunter?
That's
What are
somebody
they?
who like those are. Have you ever heard of Robert Half?
Yes, Robert Half. He's always in your
Robert
emails.
Half, those guys are like one of the biggest headhunters.
Gotcha.
They get contracts, and how they work, they get a commission off of when they actually place you, right?
Oh.
You know, you might get 100,000 and they might get 50,000 because the job decided to hire you. But we don't do that. We don't get involved in that process at all.
Oh, okay. Got you. All right, Judy, you heard that. Okay. Any more questions? Let me go to YouTube with the Facebook one already asked. So YouTube, if anyone has a question, please put your question out there. We are very crunched on time. And also on Zoom, if you have any question, please put it in the chat, or if you want to talk or mute yourself or give us a sign, we will unmute you for you to unmute yourself so they can ask your question. I saw someone with a family name that I'll try to find who this person was. Nana Ifya into me. Wow. Any question, please? Does anyone has any question to ask? Okay, it looks like everything just makes sense. Let me go ahead and repeat the number for those watching us on Facebook, just in case. So those were two numbers, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So there's 6. Judy says, what is the span for getting a job? Can you answer Judy's question? Then after that, I will repeat the numbers.
What is the span for getting a job? I would say between 1 and 3 months if you're like really serious. Outside of the emails, you're going to get a lot of phone calls. Because we're putting in a whole bunch of applications. So if you're serious and really staying on top of this and not, being down and depressed, one thing you're going to have to also get used to we're applying to thousands of jobs for you. So you're going to get a lot of no's. But out of that 3,000 jobs, you need one yes. You need one yes that's going to secure you. I mean, if you have a higher education, hires of, $110,000, right? And once you get that, you're not going to be thinking about, $250. And you're not going to be thinking about that time span. So it's important you also make sure you understand that it is also worth getting that job, and we will prepare you to secure it.
Okay, I got a question. It says, what kind of promotions can we expect? I'm not sure. Promotion as in, discount, the discount part for our people. Since
for your people,
yes,
for your people, since you are my people, Paul, I'll give a special 15% discount.
$15 or 50%?
15%.
Oh wow, so that is even higher than $50.
That's a little bit more than
$15. Exactly. That's what I wanted to come from. So guys, please, this is the part I get excited. If you are watching or listening right now, and once you contact him, let him know that you watch it on HITV, Time with Tatap Sand, and that once you want to go with them, once you say that, remind him of the 15% discount. If he says, I don't remember saying that, go back and cut this part of the video and just send it to him. And it's like, okay, because I know one thing for sure, right? I know one thing for sure about him. He might forget a lot, but once you refer him, he will go by his words. He goes by his words. He never changes his mind. When he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. But in case he forgets, you just have to remind him and just get approved. Once you get approved with it, he will stick by his words with it. So please take advantage of that. I was going to read the number, then after that, ask the question. The number is 614-736-6653. Again, 614-736-6653. He's very, very responsive in terms of even WhatsApp and all that. So please take advantage of that. And the second number is 513-410-8427. Again, the number is 513-410-8427. Please, I'm very excited about my people in Ghana. Those in Ghana, if you want to get this, invest in your wealth, invest in your time as well. John Agbe says, oh, okay, Judy, we understand. You're at work. You can talk. We understand. John Agbe says, are you, hey, I can't read this one. Are you, need to any agency, especially in UK, don't mean middlemen, but recruitment agencies. What roles? I think the LL with apostrophe M threw me off, so I'm not sure. Are you dash need to any agency? I think he's trying to say, are you linked to any agency, especially in UK? Don't mean middlemen, but recruitment agencies. What's the role of LinkedIn in your work thought process?
I am not linked to any middlemen at all.
Just you.
And funny enough, I rarely use LinkedIn. I scour the internet for the roles that we agree upon. But LinkedIn, I have used it, but for me acquiring, I really haven't needed it. But other people that I've gotten different jobs for, we do it for them. But I personally don't really use LinkedIn, especially when you start getting a couple jobs, but I use all other ones. So there's no middleman at all.
Okay. And Judy just asked a beautiful question. She said I know you mentioned IT in the beginning. Do you get into health as well? Health IT as well. So basically you do the job application across all board, not just IT.
Across all boards. And you will be surprised how many opportunities there are across health IT, technical IT, even just RN. Like you could be like a remote RN. A lot of people don't know that. but yeah, across the board.
All right, we're gonna take one more question from Bazo, then we'll draw this show to an end. Bazo, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
All right. James, can you please elaborate on the part that you said you have the something like the ChatGPT helping in the interview?
That is the part that I kind of stopped it. So once you call him one-on-one, he will just go into details with you. Okay.
Yeah, you're a bad man.
Yeah, that is that because I feel like I've not heard too many people talk about. And I think that is the company's recipe for strength.
Okay.
So once you call one-on-one, he's just gonna go over that with you and show you how to go about that process.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. Auntie Moni will never tell you his recipe for making his watches sweet better than everyone. So you just get an overview and get details when you call. That is the
Sure,
purpose of
sure.
consultation. You call, and this is free consultation. You call, you go through one-on-one consultation, and if you're interested, you sign up. Then you get all the details and the benefit that comes with the perks.
Definitely.
All right. So James, the number, Andy, the number is here. Let me copy it and post it again. James, can you please give us your final words for tonight? Like wrap it up in a summary for us, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to sum it up, you guys, there's a lot of opportunity out there. I can't stress that enough. There's so many opportunities, and you don't have to go with me. You just need to if you're going to do it yourself, just motivation. Just make sure you apply to a bunch of jobs. Like you need to apply like it is a job, and if you can't do it, and if you're not confident, call us. We'll make it happen.
All right. Oba has a final question. Is there a payment plan for the fee? Or is that something that you want to do case by case when they call you?
Absolutely. Go ahead and reach out and we'll figure something out.
Okay. Again, the number is 614-736-6653 or 513-410-8427. If you are calling from Ghana, please make sure you add the 001 or +1 to the number so that you can actually link through in terms of WhatsApp. I think WhatsApp would be more preferably for him because of his traveling in and out of the country. James, we will, Oba says thank you for your time. And a lot of people actually, Judy says absolutely, and thanks for this wonderful session. Thank you all too. We're going to hand over to director to give us a sign out message. Then at that point, we'll be officially done with this segment. Director. Director, can you unmute yourself and give James our sign out message so that we can proceed? Judy says, remember my name because I will call you. Judy, just say that you on the show. Just say that you're on the show, and he may not remember everyone's name. But since your name starts with a J, he might remember. He likes to remember names that starts with a J. So, like, Joanne, maybe I have to change my name to J to JPK, J Paul. You may never know. All right. Director, please, we are waiting on you. A-Class, Director, any of you for the sign-up message, please. Bazo says, any reason for that? I'm not sure. Which may mute Director. All right, James, thank you very much. Because I'm not sure why they can't unmute themselves. They should be able to unmute themselves and speak.
Oh yeah, it's better. Emia Bema James, on behalf of Tata Sent, God bless you for spending time to take us through how we can make some local fuel on the site. Not being stationed alone is the solution of hard work, but at least having the flexibility to move around and still be having control of your work and earning is what you've enlightened us on, and we say God bless you for that. And we can, as viewers, we've heard it all from the horse's own mouth, and we pray that his contacts are in the chat room there. Catch him up, and he will do justice. And the 15%, maybe you might never know. Depending on your situation, you might even add 5% to it, make it 20% for you. So please call him, and he will be of great service to us all. And I hope we'll all be happy. Now you did Ghana and see how flexible it is. Relax. By the time you check account, full. So please, let's try and see how best we can follow suit, and it will help us on. Thank you very much, Auntie James. God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much for the sign-up message from TapTap Send and thank you very much, James, for taking up this challenge and talking to us. In the future, once the demand comes again, we will definitely ask you to come on board to actually talk to us some more. Thank you, James. On this note, we are done with the first segment, which is the time with TapTap Send, and we are moving to the Q&A session part of TapTap Send. In case you have any questions concerning your app, concerning even the update that we've had from TapTap Send, please let us know, and we will answer that for you. We have all the big men in the house. James, thank you. God bless you, and may you keep prospering in all the stuff that you're doing. Facebook, YouTube, this is where we draw the curtains. Thank you again. I'm forever going to be your host, Pikio Foyasenso, and I'm with my producer, Nana Lord, and also A-Class and Danny at large, as well as all the leaders of TapTap Send who are present and watching the show, as well as our dear, awesome customers and viewers who continues to give us a great support in what we do. God bless us all. See you guys next week with the immigration update.